James Meston, 1st Baron Meston. James Scorgie Meston, 1st Baron Meston, was born on the 12th of June 1865 and passed away on the 7th of October 1943, and was a prominent British civil servant, financial expert and businessman. He served as Lieutenant Governor of the United Provinces of Agra and Oudh from 1912 to 1918. Meston was the younger son of James Meston of Aberdeen, and his wife, Jane, was née Scorgie. He was educated at Aberdeen Grammar School and at the University of Aberdeen, and passed the Indian Civil Service examination in 1883. He was posted to northwestern provinces of Oudh in 1885, which later became the United Provinces of Agra and Oudh, where he was Director of Land Records between 1897 and 1899, and Financial Secretary to the government between 1899 and 1903. From 1905 to 1906, he briefly left India to act as an advisor to the Cape Colony and Transvaal governments in South Africa. After his return to India in 1906, Meston was Secretary to Finance Department of the Government of India until 1912, when he was appointed Lieutenant Governor of the United Provinces of Agra and Oudh. He remained in this position until 1918, when he became finance member to the Viceroy of India's Executive Council. Problems with his eyesight forced him to resign from this post the following year, in 1917, along with Satyendra Prasanna Singha and Maharaja Gange Singh. He assisted the Secretary of State for India in representing India in the Imperial War Cabinet and Conference. After the war, Meston, along with Lionel Curtis, who was the main designer for the Institute of International Affairs, and served as chairman of its first governing body from 1920 to 26. Of its publications, the Committee and the Editorial Board of International Affairs. Apart from this, Meston was also Vice Chairman of the Supervisory Commission of the League of Nations. He sat on the Liberal benches in the House of Lords and served as President of the Liberal Party organisation. He also was involved in business and served as Chairman and Board Member of several companies. Meston was made CSI in 1908 and advanced to a Knight CSI in 1911. And in 1919 he was further honoured when he was raised to the peerage as Baron Meston of Agra in the Indian Empire and Donata in the county of Kincardine. He served as President of the Royal Statistical Society from 1932 to 1934. He then retired to Hurst in Cookham, where he and Lady Meston lived until he died in October 1943 and his wife in 1946. He married Jeanie, daughter of James MacDonald, in 1891. They had 2 sons, of which the eldest died in childhood. Lord Meston died in October 1943 at the age of 78 in Maidenhead, and was succeeded in the barony by his only surviving son, Dougal. Lady Meston died in 1946. Meston Road in Kanpur is named in his honour. It was recorded in the Maidenhead Advertiser on or around the 1st of April 1936, the opening of the Pinder Hall. The building was named at the reception in the hall by Lord Meston as the Pinder Hall, in memory of Mr. Pinder Brown's late wife, who for many years was held in affectionate regard by all in the village. The report goes on to say, Lord Meston was given a warm reception, said those of them who had to walk down Cookham Rise in the morning. Only a short time since he recalled there was a derelict builder's yard on it, and then risen up this beautiful building in which they were now sitting. Lord Meston went on to say that Cookham now has the centre for young men and maidens could come and dance in the evening, and middle-aged philanthropists and old fogies like himself could troop in and tell each other that the world was going to the dogs. In November 1936, Holy Trinity School put on their first drama production of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and the infants class put on Hey Diddle Diddle and the Cat and the Fiddle, in which I played the dish that ran away with the spoon. I sang a duet with Joan May Westcott of Lavender Blue Dilly Dilly. I often wonder what happened to Joan. And Elsie Hales, who played Snow White. And there I finish my story of Lord Meston, and where he came to retire after a very, very active life, as you can see, in India. Hope you've enjoyed it. Bye for now.